Welcome back to the show, everyone, where we are with the girls on the beach, which is just peaches for seeing, peaches. Sayaka stretches her arms high into the sky as she basks in the sun's intense rays.
See, isn't this the best? To think you guys didn't want to come out here.
I'm glad someone's enjoying themselves. It really is far too hot, though. You pussy. Hikari... No, well, again, maybe it's just the Asian Indian blood in me, but I don't start feeling that kind of heat until it's like in the upper 90s. This dude is probably upset and it's in the mid-70s. Fahrenheit, for everyone who is not in the US. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel the heat because I'm from the great white fucking north.
Exactly. And your skin is paler than a mountain snowtop.
Yes. If I shaved my head, you would lose me in a snowstorm.
Right. Sorry, I just had a weird mental image flash through my head, which I'll tell you off camera. Anyway, Hikari seems to agree with my sentiment as she keeps to the shade and lounges lazily in the beach chair.
What to do first?
Sayaka mumbles to herself as she makes her way to one of the bags that I was pretty much forced into dragging all the way over here. She starts to rustle through the bag. I don't even know what she's put in there.
Firecrackers...
But
or the knife.
From the sound of it, there's a lot of stuff.
Maybe the slicing mandolin.
When you said firecrackers, it made me think of Voss torturing
I know, that's why I said
McLovin in the Far Cry 4 experience.
I need to get a bucket for the firecrackers.
Yeah.
And I'd have to get the batteries and the spiders.
More than we'll ever need for today, I'm sure.
Here we go. Perfect. Catch, Kenta!
Yeah, she pulls out something colorful and tosses it my way. I wrestle with it for a moment before I finally understand what it is. It's a deflated beach ball, I think. I'm not really an expert with these things.
You can handle that, right?
Of course! I say that with confidence, but it really does take me a good moment or two to even find where to inflate it. Ugh, it's like trying to solve a damn puzzle. Complicated things.
Really? It's a beach ball.
I have trouble blowing up beach balls too, and balloons.
I do too, but I don't have trouble finding the friggin' spigot.
Yes, that's true. Valve stem. Anyway.
Spigot.
I actually know it's called a valve stem. I just about nearly kill myself in the process of inflating it because I'm a giant pussy, as Sayaka continues to rummage around in the bags for whatever treasure it has that she has in mind. Okay. I think I did it. Oh, it's more like... I think I did it. I let out a wheeze as
It's only half inflated.
I let out a wheeze as I present the beach ball to her, my lungs on the verge of exploding.
Oh, good job. Throw it back over.
I pass it over to her with a feeble throw. It just barely sails through the air, enough for her to reach out and catch it. That was embarrassing. Sayaka clutches the ball as she mulls over how best to use it. I wonder if we had chosen... It really is
only half inflated, though.
I wonder if we had chosen Hikari, if this would be a scene with Hikari instead. I actually do want to play this game again. I never really wanted to play Sakura Spirit a second time because there was no choices. But...
Yeah.
Other than the one at the very, very end. But... I kind of want to play through this one again. Anyway.
Yep.
She gives me a...
If you guys want to see the other scenes, buy the game.
Yeah, exactly, because we're not shooting this one twice. Go buy the game if you want to see the other scenes.
Yeah, no, we're shooting this one twice and then we're fapping to it.
She gives me a look before she gazes over towards Hikari, who seems to be fast asleep on the chair at this point.
She's gonna throw the ball.
Ah, the anime eye!
I'm calling it.
A dangerous expression takes over Sayaka's face. She couldn't possibly think to...
Hikari! Catch!
She flings the ball at her partner, and it rebounds off her skull with a far heavier impact than something that's inflated should have. Hikari wakes at the start, lets out a pained yelp, almost falling off the chair completely.
Huh? What? I said catch, Hikari. I gave you fair warning and everything.
Sayaka lets out an Sayaka would let out the sigh?
Yeah.
Wouldn't Hikari? Sayaka lets out an exaggerated sigh, a dangerous glint behind her cheerful eyes.
She's mock disappointed.
Was that payback for what happened earlier? Remind me never to get on Sayaka's bad side.
What? I don't remember.
Hikari gives us both a startled and confused look. She still has no idea what happened. Maybe it's better this way so the pair don't break out into a fight again.
Fight. Wrestle in the sand.
We have to have fun after all. So much fun. I just realized that Hikari's swimsuit is much smaller. I don't mean like it's undersized or she intentionally bought it to show off the underboob.
She strikes me as the type to not know how to shop for herself. It is distressingly undersized. If that were a real swimsuit, there's no way it's staying to cover her nips. No way.
That's probably true.
Enough slacking, guys. Like, the way that suit is shaped is the support comes from the straps, so you need the fabric up under the boob.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's interesting. You're right. Like, if Hikari did the stretch over her head, that thing would just fly up and hit her in the face.
Sayaka's wearing pretty much the exact same kind of suit. You gotta get the strap up under.
Huh.
Otherwise, like, you're gonna be having wardrobe malfunctions all over the place.
Which would be great for me, but not so much for Hikari. I like
Swimsuit
clothes,
101.
by the way. I like clothes. I think I've mentioned this. All in my Sims series, I like dressing up my Sims. And now it's actually okay to admit that, because when I was a kid, if you were a guy and admitted you like clothing, you would be labeled as gay, because everyone's homophobic, etc.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I can actually admit it. I like clothes, and I like dressing people up. It's my favorite part of Sims. Anyway.
By the way, the best suit you can buy is one that covers the breast and has the straps cover your ribs.
Huh.
Like, around them. Torso.
I wouldn't think many women... Well, I guess if you're not wanting to show off your body, many women wouldn't...
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
You want to at least... If it has adjustable straps, you want to at least get something that covers the breast.
Right. This is Swimsuit 101, apparently. Anyway.
Enough slacking, guys. Stop talking about fucking swimsuits. This is a goddamn fan service game. Just hand wave it.
Exactly.
Let's play for real.
Sayaka collects the ball from the ground and dashes out from under the shade and into the hot sun. She still hasn't smiled in her bikini yet, I've noticed. She beckons for both of us to follow after her. A dazed Hikari totters out from her chair, and goes to join Sayaka. I love that word. She blinks unevenly as she passes by me. Is she okay? I'm sure she's fine.
Come on, Kenta. What are you waiting for?
I'm coming. If I stand around over here any longer, I fear Sayaka might accidentally hurl the beach ball my way and let me suffer the same fate as her partner. I dash out onto the hot sand, taking care not to stand in one place for too long in fear of catching a light. Did I mention how hot it was? I think I did, because I'm a freaking pussy. Hot,
Oh my
hot,
God.
hot!
I don't give that much of a shit. Heads up, Kenta!
She tosses the ball into the air, leaps, and then spikes it toward me with a heavy fist. Oh god, that thing is going way too fast. There's no possible way I can... Yep.
I like
About
how
what I expected.
I like how he has this sort of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, moment of, like, thinking it through. Oh god, that thing's going way too fast. There's no way I could poo.
The ball bounces off my head with enough force to leave me seeing stars, and it rebounds back towards Sayaka. I sort of hit it back. That counts for something, right?
Okay, your turn, Hikari.
Not content with just bludgeoning me, she sets her sights upon poor Hikari again, giving the ball another good whack.
Huh?
Still not quite all there, she bops it away with an awkward slap. The ball sails past both of us and lands with a splash just at the water's edge.
Oh. Oops. I'll get it.
She hurries over to collect the ball, but stops in her tracks as her eyes fixate onto something in the sea. Uh-oh. At first she squints as if unsure, but very slowly her eyes widen in shock.
I think you two should come over here. What's up?
I feel a twinge of pain strike my skull, my vision blurring for just a moment. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I hope in vain that it's just a normal headache, maybe started from the beach ball. But as I look at Hikari's face as she stares into the ocean, I know it's going to be something worse.
Tell me I'm not the only one seeing this. What are you... Huh?
I join the pair by the shore. What on earth are they staring at? I peer out into the deep blue. I'm still not sure what all the fuss is about. I don't get it. Are you guys just messing around?
No! Look under the water! Don't you see it?
Eh? Under? Wait. Was the water always that dark? Hang on. That's a shadow. It's huge.
Cthulhu.
Something is coming up from the ocean, slowly making its way towards us. Why can't I really wish I had face cam for you doing that. Why can't I even get a single day off from all this madness? What can only be described as a gargantuan mass of ooze begins
Oh god,
to
it's
emerge,
Yog-Sothoth!
bringing up half the sea with it as it towers and towers and towers over us. It's a grotesque creature that lets out a sinister gargle as it sets what I think are its eyes upon us. It towers up so high it eclipses even the sun behind it. It has to be at least as big as a common building, if not more so. Are you guys going to fight that thing? Can you even fight it?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. I need a minute.
Wow. That took away any tension that was... Here, drink it in. Drink the chibi monster
I like
in.
how they set it up to be this giant grotesque thing and just friggin'...
Exactly.
You know what noise this thing makes?
What noise does it make?
You guys don't know that, but that's my Goomba noise. Every time we see a Goomba, I make that noise.
I like this, though. Like, you can tell... I mean, I've said it like 2 or 3 times already, but this game is not taking itself seriously. It continues to drag itself out from the sea, slimy tendrils thrashing as it draws ever closer. I can't imagine conventional weapons even scratching something as big as this.
This? This is no problem.
She doesn't
I like how
sound...
she's wearing her uniform.
Oh, she is wearing her uniform. She doesn't sound very sure of herself there. I don't blame her at all. Moves so slow. Maybe we could just walk away from it?
Yeah.
But then it might cause complete mayhem if it were to get anywhere further than the beach. I shudder to imagine the chaos that thing could cause in a busy street.
We've got this. Really.
Again, you're not filling me with confidence here. And Sayaka hasn't even donned her battle gear yet. Does she maybe realize how useless it is? She's simply analyzing it, a finger to her chin.
These sorts of things might be resistant to physical strikes, but magic should tear right through it. At least in theory.
Her hand gives off a faint glow as she furrows her brow in determination.
Yes. This should work. Watch. I'll take it down with one blast.
The light in her hand intensifies, glowing into a pulsating orb that hovers just above her palm. I wonder how this magic stuff works anyway. It's always so surreal whenever I see them just casually wield it like this. Something taps at my shoulder. Sayaka... Shh. She shushes me with a finger to her mouth before taking hold of my wrist and dragging me a good distance from Hikari, who is still focused fully on the slime. Eventually, we end up behind a large rock cropping up out from the sand, out of sight from both Hikari and the monster. Understandably, I'm more than a little confused. What's up? What's going on? Shouldn't you be helping her? Sayaka stifles a giggle and peeks back out at the scene unfolding on the shore. It looks like Hikari is just about ready to attack.
I don't think she's realized it.
Realized what?
Well, think about it. That thing is huge. She's about to strike its core with a blast of pure magic. What'll happen, do you think?
I raise an eyebrow. How the heck am I supposed to know something like that?
It's gonna
Sayaka
explode,
sighs
isn't it?
before she slaps her hands together.
It'll go boom. Explode. Those kinds of shadows are super volatile when you throw magic into the mix.
I don't get it. Isn't that a good thing? It's one less monster out to get me.
Just what?
Oh god, she has a little tongue when she does that face too. A mischievous grin flashes across her face. I wonder if I should call out for Hikari to stop. But as I peek out from our shelter, it's too late. Hikari unleashes the magic she had built up and it strikes the towering abomination at its center. Nothing happened? The orb of light was just swallowed up by the slime as if nothing had struck it. I don't see what Sayaka was so worried about. Volatile. There was no reaction. Ah, God! The monster detonates without warning in a dazzling explosion of harsh light that takes over my vision. Shortly after, I hear a terrified cry from Hikari. As the light begins to fade, I hear the pitter-patter of something falling against the sand.
It's a remake of the beach whale they tried to blow up with dynamite.
Is it rain? No, the skies are practically clear today. I think it's much worse. I carefully take another look at the shore, making sure to stay well behind the rocky shelter. Ew. It's raining slime.
Dissolving her clothes.
Quite possibly. A good amount of the vile ooze continues to coat the beach, all that remains of what was once a giant creature. Huh. I thought it would have put up a bigger fight. At the center of the mess is a very traumatized Hikari, coated in a great deal of the stuff. The slime around her gives off a violent sizzle. Thankfully, it doesn't seem strong enough to cause any real harm, but it ate away a good portion of her outfit. It's really not a pretty sight. What do you mean that's not a pretty sight? We're gonna leave Hikari freaking out a little bit, and we'll see how she handles this tomorrow.